Well, hello everyone. TheOntarioGardener here, back with Masterplan Tycoon. This game recently got an updated demo to some of the playtesters, so we're going to play that for you today. Now, this is a game that I loved playing this before. A few months ago I played this. There's been a slight update to it, so we're going to keep on rolling here. You're basically doing a tutorial in a sense. That's basically what this is, so to speak. So we're just going to follow along. All right, we need to build a lumber camp and a sawmill to produce planks. We won't be able to proceed without them. So we don't need stone. We don't need this. We need planks. So we need to make a lumber camp. Now, lumber is going to go near this green. Actually, we can probably even do it over here. It doesn't really matter. This is going to be wheat, or like farm. This is going to be trees. And we can stick this. Can't zoom in anymore. We can stick this right about here, lumber camp. And then we also need to make a sawmill. But you can hit B. And then B, obviously, I wish I could zoom in a little bit farther. And then B will obviously build up your build menu. Now, lumber camps produce basically 1 per minute. And this uses 2 every 30 seconds. So yeah, it produces 1 every minute, and then so you're almost going to need a couple of these. And the way you do it is you click this and you drag it. Well, this one's not finished yet, but we can speed up a little bit here. Again, here's water coming into this supply center all the way over here, which maybe we should actually go all the way over there now I'm thinking about it. Maybe we'll just move everything over to here. That might make more sense. But once you grab something, you move it basically. And your main options here, you can just see basic settings and basically your video, your audio, and your gameplay, and your language, I should say. So the way this works is lumber camp's producing, and it says thwack, 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 and then you drag this to here, and there you go. And then from the planks go to the storage. Excuse me, guys. So on the storage, this is basically telling you what's in it based on what tier you're in. As far as I know, you can't set what storages take, but there we go. Planks are coming in, trees are coming in. So basically, planks, they're using 1 plank or 2 planks, basically 1 tree gives you 2 planks, and this is and that does it in 30 seconds, and this does it in 1 minute. So to keep this supplied, we actually need to make another lumber camp, and we're actually going to stick it the same spot. Doesn't really matter. These create quite quickly. Everything takes. I love this, how it has the sound effects, like the R, the R sound, the thwack thwack sound, like you're hitting it with an axe. All right, the next we need to do is get some stone. So you hit B again, you go down to stone, go to quarry, and it wants you to place it here. I mean, you could place it. I'm not sure where it wanted me to put the lumber camp, but you can place it here. It doesn't really matter. And the quarries get built, and then basically we're going to be collecting stones, and all this can go into your main storage, and you can pick up and you can move things. You pick them up and you can move them. If you see there that blue line turn brown means that something is blocking it. So you have to have a clear opening to for your pathing, and they all come out of the right side and they all go in the left side of the next one. So you got to be a little bit careful. I mean, you can turn these back a little bit, but you can see kind of how it works. You got to have enough space for them to filter in. Alrighty, so now our settlers, we need food. So the next thing would be fisheries. And then you hit B or click on the little hammer down here. So you click on fish, and a fishery produces 1 fish every 30 seconds, and then you can put it right there. And then this one here obviously is going to go to the same place as everything else, go to the storage. And the storage is basically just storing everything. But there's not much space here. We can kind of move this down a little bit, but not really. So we have to build another one of these by hitting B. Make another fishery. I mean, you can put it, I guess there's the closest we could really put it. And then we want to make another fishery, because this one's not producing very much, because it says actually in fish. This one's going to be, this one's in fish. It's doing okay. It just could be better. And that one doesn't look like it's going to collect there. So we're going to have to put this one up to here. And I guess that's maybe why it wants us to put, actually, it doesn't want me to put it there. If you click on this, you click on that, and you can delete it like that. So it wanted me to put the fishery here, and I put the wrong thing, and I want to put the water well here. I'm going to go to water, well, and we're going to put the water here. We'll just follow along based on the tutorial. Once we get to doing our own things, it won't have us putting things exactly where we need it. We do have water coming in over here, but it's so slow because it's so far away, right? And the closer you are to your thing, the faster it goes, because it produces a certain amount every minute or every cycle. But the farther away you are, the longer it takes to travel. Because here one just went in, this one's going to go in, this one's going to have 2 right away. And if you click on any building, like I said here, it tells you basically what the output is, and then you can only push through a certain amount per tick, I guess. Like it's producing, like we have more output than we have, but it's just about how, like, there's a set speed at which things push through. And basically what that means is you can only have one object on one path at one time, if that makes sense. So the longer your path is, the less materials you're going to get through. The shorter it is, the quicker, because as soon as this water ticks through here, this one's going to pop out. So you got to be a little careful there that you can only have one going at a time. Planks were roughly around the speed that we need, and that's good. All right, so now we have to start working on getting some farming in, because why? Well, because we need, ooh, look at that, we're at the bread. Once it's just make a farm, we don't have to do beer, we have this, and this. Tier 0 is stone, plank, well, fishery, and storage. We gotta go on to tier 1. So we need a farm, and a farm, you can produce bread. Now the farm you can put anywhere. You don't have to put it near that yellow stuff, because it'll automatically create its own farm, basically. It'll make itself. Alrighty, so this is gonna complete. Our speed's decent over here. I mean, you can go faster if you want. It doesn't, like, going faster isn't going to make anything go faster, like, at this stage. All right, so to make bread, let's go into our build menu. So to make a bakery, we need to have water and we need to have a mill. A mill basically is going to take the, oh, here it is. Here's the wheat already. The wheat is produced, let's see, wheat is produced one every, it says per minute. I don't think it's yeah, maybe it is a real-time minute, but if you fast forward it, obviously it'll take less time. And then down here this is planting, and then this is harvesting. So you can change that off. You can have one farm, like you can put 2 farms here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It should work that way. So we had to put one here, right? This one is going to be a planting farm, and this one is going to be a gathering farm. Now, they can't necessarily overlap that much. This is going to be a gathering farm. So that means, because if not, it's going to be this one, then this one, then this one, this one. But if you have it set to planting only, all it's going to do is plant. And this one, all this one's going to do is harvest, which is exactly what you want. And since we have a few grain here, we might as well push the grain out. And this should stop. I should stop harvesting. Yeah, okay, we stopped harvesting. And you basically click on if you click on this thing, it goes away, and there you go. So the mill basically takes grain and turns it into meal. Now, down here it has maintenance. Maintenance comes in with these storages. If you click on the storage, I wish it would say highlighted. You can see it's like a faint gray circle. Anything that's inside of that can supply buildings with what's considered maintenance. So fish and water are being pushed into here. So you have tons of water, tons of fish. That's supplying this. A farm has fish and water. A sawmill just has, well, none. Lumber camp has no maintenance. A sawmill has no maintenance. But certain things have maintenance to them. All right, the next thing we need to put in is a well, because we need a well to get water for the bakery. All right, so we now have to place the bakery down. The bakery can go right here. And now the problem is, look, the bakery needs meal and water and bread. Or sorry, that's what it needs to make the bread. But the maintenance is fish and water. But the problem is that we're not in that correct circle now. So that's the problem here. So we need to have fish and we need to have water within this storage. So we have water already, but we need to make another storage building. And storage is going to be back in here. Storage is going to go right about here, I think will be fine. So we have water here, and we also need to make a fishery, because you need to stay, well, let me put it, there we go. Because you need to have this being supplied. And we're actually going to have water going to here. Ooh, it has to go down a little bit more. Water going a little bit more. Water is going to go to this one. Fish is going to go here. Water is then going to go to water here. And then the meal is going to go to this. And now these lines can cross. That doesn't matter. Alrighty, there we go. So maintenance is good because we're bringing in fish and we're bringing in water additionally to the bakery. Because if you hover over this now, see it's covering that whole area, which is great. Now, you also have things, excuse me, over here. This looks pretty good here. I mean, you could probably have 2 farms, honestly, doing harvesting, really. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, because look how much we have already. We could just, well, might as well, let's just do both with why not, right? For the demo, at least, like this playthrough, we have plenty. And that's gonna keep pushing through. What are we missing here? We're missing green is the problem. Actually, you know what, no. I'll just put it back, let's just put it back to like that. There we go. Because this one will plant. Actually, I still just want to leave this as gather. No planting. You can do both. You're just gonna do what's the problem here? Is the grain not what's the problem? Oh, the grain, it's full because this is full, right? So if these are red, that means the input or outputs are full. Like this one's full, this one's full, this is full here because it's waiting on what? Oh, it's waiting on bread because we have to push bread to here, and we can push, actually I'm gonna get rid of the one here. We're gonna push bread into here, which is too far away. Click it like that. There you go. And we also need to bring in stone from way down here. Now, I think that's going to be a problem because I don't know how we're going to get that up to the brick mission, because they wasn't really. Why is this one not working? It's hitting something. So this is where you get into trouble sometimes. Maybe if we put it, and you can't flip these as far as I know. Maybe if I put it down here and put the fishery up here, that might work. And if we tuck this in like that, that will work. Okay, good. That will work now because we're going to be pushing water into here. And I think this is where it's full too, right? That's the other problem. So now it looks like we can bring in this line of stone. It looks like it'll fit, because if you place the buildings where it asks you to place them, it'll work. So here the issue is this is full, this is full, this is full of bread. Now we just have to wait on stone, and we have tons of stone because stone's also going up to here. So what I want to do before we move on is I want to get another quarry going. I don't know if I'll be able to tuck one in there or not. We can try. I just don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, okay, it does work. Oh, no, not to here. No, sorry, I don't want to go to there. I want to go to here. What am I talking about? I want to go up to this one. So that isn't going to work. But what we can do is we can do this to the storage. And then from the storage, you can run that up to here. So to figure out how to do that. Maybe there will work. No, it has to go. I can't move the brick mission. I can move this. Will that feed into that okay? I got to basically get this to go down to here. And then move this over to here. And then this is going to go. So a lot of finagling here, my friends. Actually, I don't need. Yeah, this is all right. We're just gonna put it back to where it was. Push the fishery back. Now, will this allow me to connect this to this? Ah, it does. Okay, perfect. So this is very, very like, yeah, I wish you could flip these buildings, but you can't. So right now, the storage, a lot of the storage is certain. No matter what the object is, there's a hard cap on what you can store in each one. Basically, it's 75 of various things. We don't need any trees, so to speak, yet, so we're not going to mess with trees. Down here, this is fine. This is full, full, full. Everything is full. Now we have to go to the brick mission. And what that's going to do is it actually takes you to, like, not a cutscene, but it takes you to a brand new map, basically. And now we have to get working on some bricks. So we have a new business, or we have arrived. Now on the business, you see in the question mark, resources from master will be sent here. So what we're bringing in is stone and bread, and that's based on what we're doing in the main area. So now we have to obviously connect that to a storage building, which is not a problem. This will finish up very, very quickly. 3, 2, 1, and done. Bring that in, and then what's going to happen is that this will keep being filled. It should start going back up. Unless it's, nope, see, it's going back up to 8, up to 3. So even though we're in like a different quote map, a different zone, the stuff from the master area is being filled into this. Obviously not as fast as we're outputting it, which is still fine. All right, we need to get a lumber camp. Now we're back to the main stuff again. The basic, you always need everything, basically. You always need to have wood. You always need stone. You always need, trees, planks, everything. You need all that stuff. But, and this is going to go into having maintenance. That's the reason why we're building this. So now we're at tier 1. We need to get a sheep farm. We can't make this here because obviously we're, oh, wait, never mind. We could make it here. We need a sheep farm and we need clothing. So we got to go to a sheep farm, and that, where does it want us to put it? Doesn't really care, does it? So I think what we'll do is we'll put the sheep farm up here, and then we'll do a sewing workshop, which you can't build something. Oh, we need planks. That's the problem. We need 8 planks. How many planks do we have? We have 5 planks. So wool is fine. And if you click on this, it's the same thing of growing and shearing. We can't do what do we need for maintenance? We need fish and water. So guess what? We have 0 of each of them. Now we're going to go back to tier 0 because we need to get fish, of course, which can go, hopefully can go right about here. Oops. Fishery can go right about here. And then we can get a water, because I said everything needs these items. That's the thing. And this should be able to filter into this. And these don't actually have to filter into this storage. It doesn't matter where they filter to. You can put another storage right here. But now this is going to start producing. Again, it's very slow because you have to grow the sheep and shear the sheep, which is fine. And then how's our plank situation? We have enough planks now. So we can go back to tier 1. We can go back to clothing. We can go to sewing factory or sewing workshop. And this is very similar to how the crops are. It basically puts like little areas of of sheep. You can hear the bag, you can see the sign or the little text there. Like the wash the water one, as soon as it finishes, watch, splash. When the fisheries one's done, it's gonna say the fisheries splash as well, I guess because they're both water things. So wool's gonna filter in this. If there's a question mark here, it means it's missing something. Now we have clothing coming out. The main maintenance is fine. We're gonna bring the clothing and stick it right into the storage. Excuse me. So now we got to make clothing, and then it'll take us to the next area, which we have to start working on bricks, because this is where we have to eventually get to. We have to get to bricks. And you may say, well, why are we getting all these things now? Well, because we're going to need them. Because clay pits need bread, beer, and clothing for maintenance. A brick factory needs bread, beer, and maintenance, and clothing. It needs beer. So while we're waiting, I'm going to get this stuff going right now, because we will need this. Well, there we go. So we can actually just do it as we're doing it, because we want to do a farm, a well, brewery, and then we can make beer from that. So we'll put it down. Does it matter where we put it? I don't think so. The water has to come from somewhere, but again, we can obviously pull the water from basically anywhere. So we're gonna do the farm. We don't actually need a well. We just need a brewery. Can go here. We can just pump this into this. Cause actually it won't. Oh, we need water. So that's the thing. You can pump everything from one place into it. You don't have to have a whole separate water source for this, really. Secondary, you could actually just do that and close that off. Because like I said, as fast as this produces one every 15 seconds. And because we have 2 lines going, this will be able to feed all of this. Now again, we could have this going into here, but this is being used for the maintenance as well. So we really don't want to do that. Farms have fish and water. This is a plenty good enough spot. Our grain's gonna be going down to here. And then we're producing beer out of this, and the beer is going to go, actually it wants us to put down a well, which like I said, we don't need to put down a well. I can just put it here. We don't really need this because we don't need this because we have water coming in from here, and this is going to be perfectly fine to keep up with what we need. And this is producing beer. So we basically need 10 beer. So we need to go back to tier 0. We always need storage. We're going to put the storage right about here. And then the clothing, we're actually going to push the clothing, I think, into this one instead. I'm going to put it down here. I'll put the farm. And you can move things very, very easily, by the way. We're going to get rid of the clothing here because the clothing is going to be used for the brick making. And we shouldn't need, so if you go into here, right, it tells you, clay pits that need bread, beer, clothing, brick factory. So tier 2 buildings don't need, this is a tier 1 building. Tier 2 buildings are these colors here. And also these ones here. These need, and these are just fishing. Okay, certain ones need different. So I guess the beer need upgraded. No, the beer doesn't. The bricks do. The bricks need the upgraded items. They need to have bread, beer, and clothing. So we have clothing, we have beer, we need to do bread. It wants us to, we have bread right here. But what I want to do is I want to push this bread. How do I get it to go into? I want to push bread into this one too. And the reason why is because we're producing tons of bread, or bringing in tons of bread. Because we're going to need the bread as the maintenance. Is it going to push the bread into here? Why is it not doing that? Huh. Why is it not pulling bread into this? Is it not going to allow me to do that? what? The bread doesn't seem to be being... Hold on a second. In. We have tons of stone coming in. This going into here. I guess it's because we're not needing it, but we should be able to pull the bread. It should push it into here. I don't understand why that doesn't work. Unless it's just not going to work because of the way that this mechanic is supposed to be set up. We could do... Interesting that it won't let me do that. So you see the problem here? It won't. For some reason, this doesn't want to push this through. Not really sure. But that is okay. We'll continue on. We'll do a clay pit up here. And we'll do a brick factory about here. Actually, we can put the brick factory anywhere. It just has to be within range of this. I think that's the reason why it wants us to stay where it is. Oh, now it's pulling in bread. Oh, I know why. It wasn't pushing it through because we weren't needing bread. That's the reason. Okay, well now we know that. So clay's going to come into here, and then we have bricks. Bricks are going to go into, obviously, well, actually bricks can go to here. Bricks can go output to here. Oh, this has to go down to here. Because the lines, I mean, I wish you could kind of make these more freehand, but I understand why you don't, because if not, you'd have, you know, I mean, I guess essentially these are kind of like roads, basically. Okay, so we have this is being made. We don't have to do anything else, but we're missing something here. Not enough resources, so we need clay. We need clay. So the issue is the clay is very, very slow. So I want to put another clay pit. If I push this down, where can I put this actually? I wonder that might be too tight of a thing. It is. I wish you could snap it anyway. Maybe we'll push this one back to here. Push this one up to here. That will work. Perfect. Because clay is basically you're getting one every 115, and we need 2 every 45. So this should be sufficient now, and we're pumping out the bricks. So now we can go back to... we should have enough now. There we go. Cool. So now because the brick mission is finished, we can go back. Oh, back to this way. All right, now we're back to the main area. Now we have bricks coming in. We have bricks, but there are no beer and clothing in the master. So now we have to... We can't deliver them to bricks. We have to build them here. How it's done, clothing and beer. Because clothing and beer were there, but we have to deliver them. Where are we going to deliver them? Where are we at here? We have to deliver... We have bricks now, but there are no beer and clothing master, and we can't deliver them from the brick mission, right? You can only bring what you have. So bricks are going to be here. I want to bring some storage down into, I guess, here. Let's let this finish up. Come on. There we go. Okay, bricks are going to come in. So we need to make clothing and beers, which is not hard. Not hard at all. So we're going to do beer. So we're going to do a farm here. Try to push it here. And then I want to do a brewery about here. And then we don't need a well because we have water already. We can pull grain into this one. We should be able to pull water from this. Yep. And we can link the beer to this, and we can link the grain to that. Okay, boom, making beer. Perfect. The next one is making clothing. So clothing's takes a bit more step. We need water and fish for maintenance. We got to be careful with the maintenance, but we have tons of water and fish in here as well. Same thing with this one. We have what we need for maintenance. So the sheep farm can go about here, and then the sewing workshop can go about... actually, I want to push this. I got to wait for it to finish. Because the sheep farm doesn't need water, but this needs water. And we're going to pull the water right from this storage. I'm not going to mess with building. I mean, actually, you know, at the end of the day, I could... Oh, no, it just takes wool. Never mind. It takes water as a maintenance item. And there we go. Wool's going to come in perfect. So we have beer being made. We have wool. It needs how many? It needs 2 wool. 1 wool per 45 seconds. This produces 1 wool every minute. But you actually get 2 clothes out of it. So it's pretty good. So you're basically getting 1 clothing every 22.5 seconds. Just based on how it goes through. And because the closer that these things are to each other, which you can't make it any closer, the faster it goes. Because as soon as this is done, boom, 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 goes super, super fast. Because it makes 2 at one time, when one's going to go, watch, here is finish, send it, which is really, really awesome, by the way. So as soon as we hit 10, we can move on to the next area, which is going to be in about 3, 2, 1, and next area. All right, now we got to make some sausages. Ooh, I love sausage. Now that's going to be a tier 2. Now we got to get right back to a pig farm needs bread, clothing, and beer, which is what we have here. bread. Oh wait, we have to. I wish you could do the whole thing in here. So we have tier 1, we have bread, we have beer, and we have clothing. So as long as we stay within this radius to do the pig farm, we're going to be fine. So again, we need another farm, which is going to go up here. We need a well, which I think I might actually place a well this time up here. We're going to need a pig farm, and we're going to need a butcher shop, butchery. So as long as these all stay within the area that we need them, clothing, as long as they stay within this here, which I mean, honestly, we could just push this down. And you can bring your circles, your lines across certain things. We can actually push this down further. You can go all the way down to here, which should be fine. Pig, pig, grain, grain, and then these can overlap. That's perfectly fine for that to happen. And now we're making sausages, and then the sausages are going to go. We're just going to wait for that, by the way. Well, no, we actually have to put a storage unit in, which is going to go about here, and we're going to sausage this right back into here. So again, you can really min-max these things. So basically, here we need we have tons of water. We need pigs. Pigs are the we need grain, and grain is because it's going quite slow. That's the issue. So what you could do is you could come in here, you could go to farming, you could do a farm, and you could slap another one down right here, double your production. Like farms, regular farms produce grain. Like that's what they do. And we have no grain areas on this part of the map. You always have to build them, but you can push it up into there, and there you go. And like I said, anything that's red like this, that means that either the output or the input is full. Usually your input will get full before your output, because the output is not full. It'll keep making until it's not. There we go. We're making some tier 2. I wish you could just have a full list, but look at all these things that you could eventually get to. It's amazing. All right, now we're getting cotton, clothing, overalls. This is a lot. This is new stuff compared to what the demo was last time, which is amazing, by the way. So we got to go to tier 2 overalls. So look at this. This needs bread, beer, clothes, bread, beer, clothes, bread, beer, clothes, bread, beer. This one has no maintenance. This needs bread, beer, clothes. So we have our storage is here. This is our bread, beer, clothing. So we could actually push this to. Does it will not let me do that? I guess it won't, because we don't need it yet. So we have to be careful here. We can actually just put this up here. So we need bread, beer, clothing. Or sorry, we need to not bread, beer, clothing. We need to make cotton plantation. Cotton's going to take plank and stone. That's to make it. And then we have sheep is going to take. All right, let's just get it made. Let's see if we can squeeze them all in here. We're going to have a cotton mill is going to go here. We have a sheep farm again. Thing is that we actually have a sheep farm here, so we wouldn't actually. Oh no, we need to do a felt workshop, which is obviously different. And then this can go to a fur factory, which should be within this area. Should be fine. Wool's going to go here. Cotton ball or bowl, basically. And we are missing something here. What are we missing? We're missing bread. Are we not making bread anywhere? The bread is being made here, so we need to actually make bread. How can I swing this to go here? I think if I just move this down, I want to bring bread right to there, and now we got bread being made, so it'll work. So when there's a cog wheel, that means you're missing something. So right now, the maintenance is bread, beer, and clothing. So we're bringing in bread now, so we're going to be fine here. The felt's going to go to felt, cotton's going to go to cotton, and boom, overalls. I'm actually going to push this all the way out to here. This is going to go up to about there. Water's coming in, grain's coming in. Why is this one not working? It's not working because the cotton is slow, right? That's the slowness here. So if we push that up here, push this down a little bit. If we go into the cotton plantation, we can slap another one down. We could also get another sheep farm slapped down. And it's basically, all it does is cost materials to make these things. Plank and stone. And if you look at the top left, we have tons of plank, we have tons of stone. There we go, and there we go. So these are question marks because we're waiting on resources. If there's a question mark, it's waiting on resources. If there's a cog wheel, that means it's waiting, or maintenance is the problem. So the issue right now is, do we have bread in here? We don't have any bread. So we need to actually up our bread production, I think. It looks like we have tons of materials here. So I'm just trying to push this up a little bit. I don't know if I can squeeze another one of these in here. I'm going to try to put another one in here. Put a bakery, because we definitely have enough materials coming in here, because like this is red coming in, this is red, this is red. We should have plenty of materials coming in. We're gonna do another one here, and we're gonna do another one here. What? Oh, okay. I went to go to the wrong one. That's going to be bread, and then this bread, I want this bread to go... How do I get it to go over to there? I need to bring these down, I think. The great part about the game is you can drag and move these things kind of at will. All right, now we got more bread coming in, twice as much, so we should be good to go. These are full, full, full. There we go. Now we have to do potato farm and sugarcane because we're producing. We got furs going. We have, excuse me, we have our sausages, we have overalls, steel beams. Ooh, that's something that's very interesting. We haven't gotten to that yet. This stuff, all this stuff here, except sausages, wasn't in the demo before. So we need to make moonshines. We need a potato farm. What do these need? These need bread, beer, clothes, bread, beer, clothes, bread, beer, clothes. So in here, we have bread, beer, clothing. So as long as we're within this range, I think I'm going to put it up here. We're going to be fine. So potato farm can go up about here. A sugar cane plantation can go about here, and then a moonshine actually takes bricks. So a good thing this is the first building that we have that is actually taking bricks now, which is good. Potato farms, that it's going to be the same thing as before. It's plant harvest, plant harvest. Again, this is where you can kind of maximize these if you have more than one, and moonshine's going to come down to here, and there we go. So this we're just making to do moonshine, and then the only other one that's in the tier 2 we haven't done. We've done sausage, we've done moonshine, we've done overalls, and we got to go to steel. Now I'm assuming these are going to take sausages, moonshine, and overall. Sausages, moonshine, overall. So right, so like as you go to the tiers, they require the next tier item. And I mean, you can filter this all the way back because like right now, the question mark is we need more. What do we need? We need more wool. So you almost need to double up on your sheep farm here. Where's our sheep farm? We need to double up on our sheep farm here. Right? Because we're lacking wool, right? That's the problem. We're lacking wool right now. So you come back here and you keep, oh, come on. And you add another thing of wool. And you keep doing that and doing that because everything has to filter back. So basically you want to go to the start and say, okay, what are we lacking right here? We're lacking what? Nothing. We're lacking resources. So it's just the issue here is just the cotton coming in. Oh no, it's just full, right? The question mark the question mark denotes that it's full. Sorry, because this is full. The things that are red are full. All right, that's exactly what it is. If they're red here, it's full. This will keep producing because we're actually using some. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we have to send resources to the steel mission. Where is that? Oh my god. How is it? How are we going to send all that stuff to here? Can I just do this maybe? Oh, this might be a little bit trickier than I thought. Because this has to go all the way down to here. I don't know exactly what we need from this. But I'm just going to pump everything down to this. Like that. Because so we're obviously bringing in brick and bread. Okay. And we're also bringing in clothing. And then the beer, I think we have to get from up here, right? So this is fur. This is overalls. Where's the beer? The beer's being made. Where's the beer being made? Oh, we are making beer. Okay, everything's coming in here. But again, it's just look at that though. That's so pretty. Like how the lines are like that. I mean, these things based on the missions, these are just where they are in the demo. You can't move these. But we are bringing things in, and we can go to the mission already. We just have to wait for materials to come in before it will allow us to go to the next thing. But now we're on a whole brand new map that has a bit of tree area here. We have water. This is going to be, pretty sure this is going to be coal and this is going to be iron. So we're going to have to come into tier 2 and look where we have to do steel beams. This is what we're at now. So we do an iron mine, which we have to wait. We can't actually, oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. That's okay. It's not going to let us, I can place it. It's not going to really matter. I'll just put it up here, I guess. Because it's not going to do anything because we don't have any type of maintenance. We also have to, speaking of maintenance, we have to go back to tier 1. We have to put a storage unit right about here, and we got to pump in everything. Because it's not going to allow us to really do anything until we get everything else done. There's 1, there's 2, and you can drag it the opposite way. It doesn't matter because it can only go one way. All right, this is awesome. So we need, oh my gosh, look at all this thing. We got to go back to basic stuff. But we don't have basic resources. So the iron mine we're going to leave alone. What I want to do here is I want to build a lumber camp. We got to go back to tier 0 again. It won't let us. Ooh, we're lacking planks from our main area. That's a problem, isn't it? Uh-oh. Because we don't have any planks, so it means we have to actually go back to our last place. We don't have any planks anywhere, so we need to actually just make some planks. I think we'll do some planks right here. We'll just do a good lumber camp coming in, and then we'll do a sawmill right about here. Because we're lacking planks, like that's the problem right now. I can't pump it in through here, but I can push it into. Actually, hold on. It says 75. What? It says we have 75 planks. I don't understand then. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because it wouldn't let us do... We're not bringing in planks, though. Okay. That's a bit odd, then. Because I want to go to the mission. Hold on. I must be missing something here. A lumber camp. Uh-oh. We can't. You know why? I think it's because I built this, wasn't it? I think it's because I built this by accident. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was like, wasn't it working? That's why. I messed up. All right, so this is all going to feed into here. So we're going to do a basic lumber camp here. I was like, why is this not working? That's why it's not working. Because it wasn't set up properly. So we need a sawmill. We got to get a quarry rocking with some stone. We have quarry is going to be up here. Do we have any quarry down here we could use instead of it? Oh, maybe that's the steel. You can place this here, but it's not going to do anything. All right, let's get some basic lumber going because you need this stuff to produce, well, other stuff basically. Oh my gosh, we can't take width from our master. We got to build these chains here. Wow. I'm actually just going to pull this up to here and then bring this down to here. So you always, when you go to a brand new area, you got to get all the basic resources. So like this is where it gets really, not complicated, but really kind of like, oh my God, here we go. All right, so now we got to make all this stuff again. And we don't have tons of space here, really. I mean, what are we going to need to get to the steel beams, by the way? We're going to need sausages, moonshine, overalls. Okay. So what we'll start, we'll kind of maybe work backwards. So we're going to maybe do all that over here. Steel's going to be here, which is fine. Oh, we have to actually output over here. Okay, wow. All right. So let's just try to push all that stuff into here, right? So we need to make sausages, which we can go into making sausages. The water may be a little bit of a problem. So we have our farm. We got to go to the pig farm. We can't because we don't have any stone yet. The well, we're going to need water, so we can push water from here. And I think what I want to do is I want to build a storage unit. No, we don't have to build a storage unit. What am I talking about? Don't need a storage unit. We need to do a pig farm. The pig farm is going to go about here. And then we're going to do the water's coming in here, which is fine. Grain is not being produced. Why? Because we have no fish or water, right? We have to then push that into... This can actually go down to here, I think. And what I want to do is I want to get water going up into here. And we're going to need... I'm going to get another well as well. A well as well. And push that here. This one's going to feed this. This one's going to not feed this. This one will feed the main storage, which we can't put it there. Come on. I wish you could drag it anyway, and then when you move these around, it lets you put it in. There we go. Okay, good. So we have water coming in because we need this for we need water and we need fish. We got to get a fishery in. Like this is where things get like it's you got to, when you go to these new areas, it's like you got to bring this in and bring this in and bring this in. And then, but I mean, we're getting there, so it's not a big deal. You can't obviously go over top of that, which is a little bit frustrating, but there you go. Now we got a fish coming in, we got a water coming in. I'm actually gonna pump this water up to here as well. So now grain can go to here. We have pigs coming in, and the pigs are gonna go to where? Well, they're gonna go to the butcher shop. The butcher shop. And then the butcher shop's gonna be, well, again, we're within this bubble. So we're good to go here, as you can see. And that's exactly what we need because of the maintenance. It's going to go here. This is going to go... can I push that? There we go. Okay, so we have that coming in because this is actually... Can we push this over to this? So you can go across green, but you can't go across stone because I guess that's considered like mountainous then. All right, so we have our sausages being made. We have to do the moonshine, which is not that difficult, really. We have the moonshine coming in, and we got the sugar cane, but we don't have planks. We need more planks, people. This is going to go here, and then we're going to need moonshine factory. We need stone and planks. So we need to make another plank, not a plank farm. We got to get more planks going. Back to tier 0. So you see how like you need tons and tons and tons of this like back and forth type stuff to get all the materials that you need. Can I put that there? Oh, it has to be within range of that. Okay, fair enough. Because we just need planks and planks and planks, and we need stone and stone and stone. We need tons of materials. We can push it all up into here, and then can we get another stone mill or a quarry going where it's going to allow me to put it? I mean, I could put it here maybe, but I don't know. I won't push it. But I could push it. Oosh. There's no stone up this way. That's the only problem. Wait, can I push this up? How far could I put this? That should be fine. Can we sneak another one in here? Put that closer. I thought it let me put it there. If I move this down, put this up to there we go. And then if I put that one there, that should work. There we go. We just need more stone coming in. And I think as long as you're within the radius of this, it'll obviously collect it, but it will diminish. Like, see, we're diminishing this. Now, Lumber Camp does plant and cut, so we're going to actually push that to both for now because we're going to need it, but we might as well just move this over to here for now. Okay, now we have coming in what we need, so we can get our back to tier 3 moonshine going in. Like, see, it's just you need so many materials, so many. Look at, I love this though. I love how these look. It'd be so cool like later on to really dive into logistics with this and like min-maxing things. I think it'd be really cool. All right, we need stone. So much more stone. Which, I mean, we could literally, the stone doesn't have to come from a specific spot. We could literally just put a quarry here. We could put a quarry here. We could put a quarry here, and we could feed all that into this because this is all drawing from the same area, I guess you'd say it. So these build super quick. This is gonna go here, here, and there we go. Now we got tons of stone coming in. Let's just get another a plank or a lumber mill going because we're gonna need. Let's get 2 lumber camps going. Each one's gonna do both things, on, and then we're gonna go to a sawmill here or a sawmill here, and we're gonna do a sawmill here, and then this is gonna have to go over here, which means this is gonna have to go. Wonder why that's okay. It's working now. Here to here, here to here, and these don't have any. These don't have any requirements in terms of maintenance because they're the basic materials. All right, now we got tons of stuff coming in. All right, let's get back down to where we were here. Look at that. That's so cool looking. All right, now we got to get back to overalls. Overalls are a bit of a, not a pain. We got to do a cotton plantation, then we got to go to the cotton mill, and then we got to do a sheep farm, a felt shop, and then we go to the fur factory, which again, we need what? We need stone, but we should be pumping out quite a bit of stone up here right now. Yes, we are, which is amazing. Should be doing about 3, 2, 1, and come on, fur factory. Come on, one more. So this is where like having basement. I mean, this is like, I gotta push all this back. This is too. I gotta push these back a little bit. Like this is this kind of like just how like Factorio is in a sense. Like you're always gonna need iron, you're always gonna need copper, you're always gonna need this, that, the other thing. You know what I mean? All right, overalls we're pumping out. So this is fine. These do have maintenance to them, but guess what? They're within this radius of this. Actually, this one's not. It kind of is a little bit. Interesting that it's actually working because it's barely in that. Well, I guess as long as maybe it's hitting it, it counts. All right, we're pumping this out. This is red because of, yeah, okay. Perfect. All right, and we 10 overalls, which we should be pumping that out. What are we missing here? We're waiting on wool. We need more wool here. Let's do another sheep farm. Oh, well, not let me put it there. Yeah, because you won't let it, you can't put it on top of like, well, where the mine is, I guess, or where the sheep are living. You can't just slap a building on top of that. And all this stuff we're doing, like these things are all made to provide maintenance for these buildings, and all these buildings here are doing is providing areas here to provide maintenance for this stuff. So it's pretty crazy how this is working. All right, iron mine, which iron is where's the iron at? Oh, iron is this. We have to get over to here eventually. So iron is going to be here. And then from iron, we have to do a... Oh, actually, we placed the iron mine already, didn't we? And I deleted it. Right. And we also need a coal mine. And coal is going to be the black stuff. Do we have any coal down here? Coal is not... Coal's up here. So I don't know how we're going to be able to get... Where are we going to... I wish I could hold down shift to go faster. Maybe we can't do that. Maybe we have to kind of put it here and then just drag it down into the other things. We'll put it here and just see how we can link these up, because they shouldn't be able to cross this, but we'll figure it out. The furnace is going to go, I mean, I guess it goes wherever it goes, right? The coal, because we can't, I just don't know how to do that, because where are we going to, how are we going to get this going to that? To maybe think about that a little bit, because the iron is over here. There's iron here as well, though. Maybe if we do it something like this and push this down to here and then move the coal mine to here, that may work. No. What we can do, though, we should be able to pump all this into a storage unit. That should work. We should be able to do it like that. And into this, and then the iron mine. I don't know how that's going to work, really. Do we have any iron? We have iron here. Let's pull the iron from here, then. Oops. There we go. Okay, cool. Now it's going to work. And we're going to pump that. Oh, we can't do it. Oh, we can do it like that, because it can go to any. It can go like this. Because these work as basically storage for anything that goes into it. I don't know why there's bread and beer into this, honestly, because we didn't connect that up, but that is fine. I think this is just what's in the radius of this, maybe. But the problem is, do we have maintenance for this? We do. How do we... I wonder if they're all connected somehow, because like this is all the way up here. I think they're all connected, because that would make sense. Because this is full of this, even though we're not pulling it from that. That's kind of interesting that it works that way. Does it say that in the tooltip at all? See, it doesn't say that, but it appears that's what it is. All right, so we got steel beams, and we got to go to steel works, which can go over... Oh, it has to be within range of where it's going. All right, coal mine, significant investment. Oh, I would like to have some options researchers. Oh, whoa. Let's connect this up. And now there's actually research in the game. Look at that. Construction, charcoal kiln allows you to mine coal from trees. Does not require maintenance and so less efficient than a coal. So does not require maintenance, so less efficient. So well, then that's okay. And we have upgrades. Oh, look at that. Obviously wants us to do a charcoal kiln. We can't. That's so awesome that there's research now. We need 15 trees. So basically, what we got to do is we have to grab our lumber camp and just pump that straight into a storage unit. We should be able to do something like... Actually, you know what? Let's just build a loot lumber camp. Lumber camp, plank. Let's do it a lumber camp right about here. That might work. Alright, and we're going to go from that to that. There we go. Oh. It doesn't quite reach, does it? Shoot. Okay. What if I push this just a little bit out? A little bit this way. Well, this is obviously in the way now. There. Will that work? Shoot. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, shoot. That's not going to work either. Alright, let's just stick it here. Jeez. Just forget about it. Alright, now we're going to bring in trees, because we need that for the research. Okay, this is new based on the demo. We need 15 trees. And we have trees. It doesn't show trees anywhere. It will show it obviously in here. It'll say trees somewhere. 1 of 15. We need like a lot more trees. Where can we just like pull a bunch of trees from here? We can just do it right. Let's just do it here. Lumber camp, lumber camp, lumber camp, and then we'll do a storage unit. Like this is ways just to pull in the base resources quite quickly. Because they will plant, they will obviously plant, and you can pause these buildings as well. I'm not sure why you would. I guess I don't know why you would, because I guess they use, excuse me, even if they're not being, only if they're being used, they take maintenance. All right, so the iron mine, going to this, the steel beams. Okay, cool. Charcoal kiln. Let's do the research. Do we have 15 trees yet? We have It doesn't tell you up here because it's not a base material. If you click on this, though, we need 16 trees. We can do it now. Because the storages are all linked. We're going to do that. How do I... resources for master are used for research? Oh, should we have to go... Okay, that's my fault then. We got to go back. We got to go back to here. This is the master area. That's the problem. Okay. Now I know that. Good to know. So we're actually going to pull trees into here from here. Yep. All right. Makes sense. I mean, it does kind of make sense. I mean, not really, but it does make sense. We'll do planting and... all right. That's how we do it. Okay, cool. Now we'll go back into the steel mission. And how many... well, it's not going to say trees there. Trees will show up in any one of these storages. Oh, now we have tons of trees. Tons of trees. All right, now we can do it. Boom, boom. Wait. What? Whoa. Hold on a second. Why is that not working? How many trees do we have? Okay, that's why. We're at 10 trees. 11 trees. Okay. Because it takes it from the master, but the problem is it doesn't show you the master stuff when you're inside of a mission. It doesn't show you the master, like, amount. So that's a bit kind of confusing, I guess. One more. We can actually do the research. I want to go back into the steel area. There it is, and boom. All right, now we'll go to the mission. Go back to the mission. We'll do the research from here. It doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. Okay, I clicked on it. Upgrades here is what? 30 bread, 30 beer. Does this pull it from the master area? Yeah, we don't have enough then. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the charcoal kiln, which shouldn't take very long at all. We should be almost done anyway. So this is all new stuff compared to the demo from before. I love it. I love the expansion. There got to be so much more stuff involved with the game too as it progresses. Like, I'm sure you can get stuff like glass and all kinds of cool stuff. Alrighty, so now what we got to do is we got to... wow. We need to send all this stuff to the master, which is all the way over here. I mean, steel beams we have, but how the heck? No, that's the problem. That's where you got to start using like storages in a weird way. We have steel, so we have this coming in. This can't go across that, so that's so confusing. Can I bring steel across? Oh my gosh, this is kind of a headache then. I can't bring that. I almost need to put another storage unit here, right? Or somehow get the steel up into this one. Will that go across? I can't. So you almost have to put it to here. Like, this is so... there has to be a better way than this at some point. Because that'll go to here, right? Can that seriously won't go like that? That'll go like that, won't it? And then... oh, right, you can't link storages that way. Shoot. Okay. And you can't run these across the... why is this so far away? That's the problem. Darn it. Okay. But what you can do is if I take the storage, if I click this and I move this up here, click this, push this here, push the steel into this slot here, and then push this up to there, that'll transfer through. This can just go away. And then this one obviously can just go away as well. All right, so we have the steel beams coming in. This is steel. Steel works. We actually need regular steel as well. So we actually have to then get steel. I mean, we can make steel right here. Yeah, this is a bit... because we need... well, that's annoying. That's super annoying how you have to do that. We can make charcoal. Can we do that? Oh, charcoal kiln. Okay. Charcoal kiln. We can do that from trees. Okay. And then we got coal coming in, which will filter into this one. And then we can obviously make steel and steel beams. And we can just make steel right about here. Okay. That works. I'm assuming later on in the game, in the full release of the game maybe, that you'll be able to actually just... I need to get iron in here, which is not a problem. I can get an iron mine right about here. Yeah. Is that you'll be able to get something like maybe like bridges or tunnels, which would make sense because you can go across like grasslands, or which would be fields, I guess. but you can't go across like the iron mines or the mountains, which I mean, again, it all makes sense because this shows like height. This just shows density. All right, let's filter that in. We got coal being produced like crazy right now. Where are we at? We're at 4. We have steel coming in. All right, it's working out. What is the problem here? Maintenance is fine. Maintenance is fine because we're within this radius of this, or within a radius. They're all joined together. Before the demo, they weren't actually joined together, I don't think. All right, we're up to 3 already. Cool. We got coal coming in. And then we're bringing in tons. We could actually put another. You click on this to change. You can actually get another kiln going in here too. Yeah. So basically, you can't join these together either. You have to join them directly to where it's going, which is not a big deal. But we're at 6, 7, and then we're going to send the resource back to the master. All right. We just got to wait for that to tick over. We're at 8 and 7. It's just a long haul. There's 8 and 8. This is going to be 9 and 9. Last steel's coming in. Boom, there's 10 steel. Where is it? There's coming in right there. Last steel coming in. Boom. Last coal coming in. Boom. Wait, where is it? Come on. There we go. What? Now we got to do something with cows. We got to go back to our... wait, when did you go back? Now we got to go back to cows. Jeez Louise, where do we have room for that? Is that over here somewhere? No way. No way it's all the way over here. I didn't think so. Okay. Now we're going to get to doing cow. That's supposed to be tier 3 now. Cow farm. What? Has to be within the radius of a storage bin. But if we put another storage unit here, that should be fine because it should share everything, right? Well, it used to always share things. Now we're into doing steak. Yeah, so they're sharing everything, which is kind of a good thing. We have a steak house. We need steel beams, which are being pushed through. We're also going to need steak, cow farm, milk. We need steel beams. Okay, so the steel's coming in, but the problem is we got to connect all these up to get the materials in. Perfect. Awesome. Cow is making milk, and cow is making, well, cow basically. We have a can factory, so we're going to do steak first. Steak house is going to go about here. We're going to do a milk factory, which we don't need another cow farm. We can do a canning factory and then a milk farm. We need 16 steel beams, which we don't have anywhere near that amount at this point. And then the storage here, we're going to be able to grab another storage from the beginning, and we'll just slap all these things into that. Push this back. And because we're within the radius of this, they all join together, which is kind of a good thing. So we got steak, we got leather. Wow, so they're making steak and leather. We have milk coming in. That's going to go right to... Oh, we actually need a milk... We don't need a milk farm. We need a can... Oh, we need a milk can factory. Okay. So we have steel and coal coming in. So we just push that to here. Push that to here. We have a barrel. What does a barrel go to? What does a barrel go to? Milk farm, we need 16 steel beams. We're at 11. So are we going to need regular milk? I'm not sure. It's good that the storage is, as long as you're within the radius of another, they join together, because you can't actually link storages together, which I wish you could. Honestly, I wish you could do that. We have a can factory. We need a milk farm. So we're here. We're just doing milk farm. There we go. Perfect. I'm not sure what the barrel is for, because it's producing a barrel and can. I don't really understand. Can and milk. I'm not sure the barrel must be for something else. All right, there we go. 12 milk cans. Like I said, this could all trickle way back. As long as you're not seeing the cog wheels, you're having enough of supply. I wish you could go faster with this. But so far, there's no cog wheels, which means all the maintenance is working out good. What you want to see is you want to see these things being red. Like, that's the best thing. That means that they're full, they're backed up. We're already at 8 of 12 in the milk. If you go into here, there's nothing else past the milk farm. There's a barrel, which is kind of interesting. We're at 10. Here's going to be pushed in. Here's 11. There we go. For all that now, don't worry. Milk can won't go sour, as there isn't much time left before the release. While you're all waiting, you can visit our Steam page and add the game to your wish list. And don't forget to also join Discord, so you can just do this would end the tutorial. So thank you guys for joining me. It's been a bit of a long one, but this is so fun. The demo now compared to before, basically all this is new. All of sausages, I think, were there, but moonshine, all these things are new. The whole steel, that's new. I can't wait to see what goes on past this. I mean, there got to be tons and tons more new things. Maybe glass, maybe, you know, building houses or something. I'm looking forward to it, guys. All right, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. And if you're enjoying my channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care now.